Nuovarden is a dimension of wide-open mystery and infinite discovery created by our very own Dungeon Mr. Ty and published by Adventure Slang Productions. You can learn all about this dynamic game system and wondrous setting at adventureslang.com.
We begin as the shard spire is turning to dust, the black volcanic crystal of the ceiling disintegrating, blowing away in the tumultuous stormy skies of black swirling clouds and green lightning. Our adventurers, having just witnessed the last lament of Vernox, and a doorway, a pathway beseeched by the obsidian page that Locknell held as he called upon a way to Stilmanthagni. A doorway opens in the side of the spire, leading somewhere. It's not quite clear, a golden light, shifting clouds. There it is. A doorway, even as the whole structure of the spire begins to disintegrate. Its power released with the final moments of Vernox. Vernox, the tragic character who brought Ktyria into the mind of Stilmanthagni, and the three of them somehow, some way, creating this realm they are all now in and stuck in. A place that they have been told is the birthing place of Ktyria, is a womb in which Ktyria is both captured and soon to be released from. Vernox's lament ending with his tragic forgetting of even who he is, drained of every last memory, and with his last bit of energy left, the spire, what remains of the shard that embedded in him, dissolving. Ktyria, though, still remaining, becoming something more. And quickly, a little Sweehu inhabited by Kexyfess flutters through on the shoulders of a Haruki. Locknell in step. They step through the doorway into a space strange and foreign, where they feel as if moving through the sky, an instant drawn out. Very quick, but at the same time, seemingly forever. And then they are there, inside a cave. Its walls a warm, earthen tone, a light, golden light flowing in from the mouth of a cave, maybe the end of a tunnel not far away. Slowly through the rock is creeping black veins of the obsidian, pressing in now upon this place that they now find themselves. The party members, shaken by the words of Vernox, perplexed by them, having no time to truly process everything said, now find themselves someplace new, someplace Locknell believes is where Stilmanthagni resides, a place that Vernox referred to as the Authorship. We return to you all. As you step through in that moment that descends over a long period of time, you come to, as long as it is, it also seems so very brief, and all of a sudden you are in a cave. Behind you, simply a stone wall. The spire disintegrating into the tempest. It doesn't exist. You are in a different story now. But the rock behind you, there is a black tendrilled obsidian bleeding through, slowly moving through this stone, slowly moving towards the entrance where the light is coming from.
What is this new madness?
I think it's the authorship.
I don't understand.
Only thing I know is we need to go if we want to help Stilmanthagni.
This is the only reason we remain here, is it not? We have the means of leaving should we want to.
We've
No,
come
we
this
have come
far.
too far.
Your words echo in truth. We must complete what we've come here for. You are the guide, Locknall. Where do we go next?
Forward. There's no other direction to go. Follow toward this. Seer, did you say it was a light?
Yeah, kind of like a golden light flowing in through the quite a ways down, but not terribly far. You can see kind of like the mouth of the cave, essentially.
Yes, but a causeway to the answers we seek.
Proceed with caution.
And as you move down throughout the cave, eventually the obsidian veins of the volcanic glass stop. Just the warm tones of the rock. The bright light out in front of you for a moment gives you pause, and then you find yourself in a forest. Very little underbrush, just tall oaken-like trees with winding branches stretching up, a kind of ankle-high grass running through rolling hills. Haruki and Kexyfess, this feels somewhat familiar to you, your time spent, even perhaps where you met, the forests north of the Crown Lake. But more strangely than that, and Locknall, of grand fascination for you, the bark of these trees are white and papery, and sprawled upon them are hundreds of thousands of words, stretching up into the limbs and winding out through the twigs and the reddish leaves that grow from them, now tinted in gold. The script changes to a green ink as well, and you realize that the very tree itself is the words of Stilmanthagni writing these trees into existence. That the grass on the ground sporadically waving as the wind moves is spelling out in just that moment the movement of the grass moving across the earth, where even the stone and the stands shift in moments of writ. And Locknall, you realize that this entire place, all at once, every tiny detail of it is constantly being written by Stilmanthagni, his concentration in every single thing.
This place is alive through the words of Stilmanthagni, scripted as I script on myself to record. However, this is an act of creation.
Then the Oracle lives. Even now.
Seems.
For now.
It seems that the Oracle lives vibrantly. It even crossed my mind that this may be Stilmanthagni themselves.
From where does all of this originate then?
The best I could tell throughout our journey is that this is connected to the void in some way.
Could you write on one of the trees and ask where he is?
It's an idea, though it seems as though it would be making a mark on a page that is already written on.
What of the page you have?
Well, his name's already written on it.
I take the page out. His name is on this page. But this comes from a different source.
What if we just ask? Stilmanthagni, do you hear us?
Hello?
I'm going to write on the page, do you hear us?
Ooh.
Do you hear us? You write on the page. The script on the trees, on the twigs, on the leaves, on the ground, moving through the branches, all for a moment. Yes.
We are heard, Haruki.
Okay. This is good.
Yes.
Stilmanthagni hears us.
Yes.
Ask them, what do we do now?
Through the words, as they kind of resume the sustenance of this world, again another come to the edge of the woods.
Well, or if these are the same woods that we found ourselves in, Haruki, maybe you could lead us to the edge?
Yes, of course. And I'll drop down to all fours and just start sniffing.
Why don't you go ahead and actually make a body check? Usually I would require a lore, but I think you're tapping into your sort of senses because this place seems very familiar to you.
Mm-hmm. Sense memory, I think.
Yeah, a called body. Yeah.
Could I also assist?
Yeah, let's see what it gets.
I got a 3-1, so I will bump it if I need to.
Why don't we see
Okay.
if Kexyfess can assist first,
Yeah.
and then we can go from there.
No. No, I can't.
Bump it.
I will go ahead and bump that to a 4.
With some sniffing around, you guys move through the trees a little bit, and then you pick up a little game trail, Haruki, and it's winding its way. And after you begin to follow it, this little Suihu flying through the branches, Locknall, I assume, traveling alongside. Locknall, is there any other interaction you want to do with the forest or anything around?
I did want to try to read the script to see if I could interpret it.
Yeah. Why don't you go ahead and make a lore check?
How about no? How about I re-roll my 1? 3 is some primacy.
Why don't we do it at decreased difficulty? Would that have succeeded?
I could use that. I could bump my 2 to a 3.
Let's do that.
Okay.
If you use primacy, I'll give you that. Locknall, as you read the tree, all of you hear quite audibly. And pull from the earth the moisture, and bring it up into your leaves and on the fur. And as you're reading the script, going up the tree, you can trace him commanding these things in existence. And dig down deep into the earth and reach through the mycelium and the soil, and find your friends' roots and wrap them. Stand hand in hand with each other. And you realize that this is all active. He is literally in every one of these trees and blades of grass is writing it constantly into existence.
This is beautiful.
I would hate to know what happens if Ktyria gets their hands on this.
We cannot let that happen then.
No.
We must get to Stilmanthagni first, to the edge of the forest it must be.
Yes, press on.
And you press on to the edge of the forest. As the trees begin to thin, you step out, overlooking the Crowned Lake. Massive on its northern shore. Some distance away, there's the rolling hills. You're elevated a little bit, but you can see the Crowned Lake in a distance. But in the sky is a color you have never seen it. It is a sort of vanilla sky. It is warm, kind of perpetually golden hour. 3 sky shards. There is no sky crystal, just 3 shards are rotating in an infinite loop around each other, each casting its own hue of light. The slow billowing clouds catching it in a sort of mauve baby blue light, and it just everything feels picturesque. Everything feels both at the same time very fragile and yet somehow deeply eternal.
Are the shards changing colors like we saw when we were on the top of the hill? His mouth was agape, through all orifices were these changing, shifting lights?
Not quite.
Okay.
They have slight hue changes, but they largely stay within a certain range. Like there's one that's a bit more purplish and is moving between pinks and deeper purples and mauves and this sort of thing, and another one that carries on a bit more of like a whitish blue light. But they just sort of circle around this space. And even looking up into the sky, especially you, Loch Null, you can't see it, but you know that even the sky, there are words written within it. Stilmanthagni's words, willing even these crystals themselves to circle this space.
As we're looking at the lake, which you said is at some distance?
Yeah.
Are we looking at what cardinal direction are we looking at it from?
You would be looking at it. You're facing south. You feel you clearly emerged from the northern woods, what would have been bioluminescent woods, now replaced with these strange trees, but now looking down towards the crowned lake across several foothills.
So the mountain that we originally climbed is on the left.
Yeah, it would be the left of you. It's out to it would have been the east, but you're facing south, so it's out to your left. Yeah, and you can see the very distant Dreamgiver's aspiration, even now. But, Loch Null, as you stare out across the foothills, they read out in the wind and the writing of the script across the grasses, this way, and it points down towards the shore of the lake.
It almost seems as though Stilmanthagni is rewriting the garden and creating it anew, though I don't understand why.
Maybe this is what he knows, and he's just writing what he knows. If I look behind us, can I see any of that encroaching obsidian black veins that we saw in the tunnel?
Go ahead and make a called body for awareness.
Oh no.
Double ones.
You
I
cannot.
am taken. This guy's gorgeous. How is he doing this thing? Wow.
It is quite beautiful.
These shards? Crystals? Mini? I don't know. I'll never know, probably.
Is it possible that Stilmanthagni seeks to protect this place through his words, through inscription, from the one who seeks to drain it of its essence?
We could ask him.
It is creation, Haruki and Kexy.
Of a place that is known to him. This place looks familiar to me. I mean, right there, you can see Dreamgiver's aspiration. This is reminiscent of a place that I've been before. Maybe not exactly, it's not an exact copy, but it is something that is quite similar in nature.
Teacher, what is the purpose of creating this version of the garden?
Bit into the foothills. I am by the lake.
My theory is that he is trying to protect himself from being taken by Ktyria.
Let's go to the lake and ask.
We could bet on it.
Hmm. 5 value.
Ooh. What if it's a story instead? What if you give me a story, if I'm right? And I give you a story if you're right.
Okay, I'll shake your wing.
Yes. Wait, what's your bet?
A story for a story or a story?
Yeah, but like, what do you think?
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I think we don't know. I think that this is something else.
What? Okay.
Well, let me.
Yeah, we don't know.
I think that this may be some sort of alternate creation for a purpose of relocation. I don't know.
And if both of us were wrong, we both give Ruki a story.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, I shake his hand with my wing. Great. Okay, let's go.
Let's go.
In time, you move across the fields. The theater of this place never changing. The light remaining the same, the breeze predictable, warm, gentle. And you come to the final foothill coming over the crest of it, tall, waist-high grasses rustling by your waist sides. And you look down and you see Stilmanthagni serenely seated at the edge of the grand, massive crowned lake. And the crowned lake, by the light in the sky, just seems a giant silvery reflection of the sky up above, reflecting all of the tones and colors. It just seems like almost like the water seems almost like a mirror of the sky itself as you look down into it.
We have been looking for you everywhere. You won't believe the things we've seen. Are you okay?
You move down the hillside, Kexyfess kind of like
shouting
shouting this out over the distance. As you draw closer, Ruki, you're the first to spot, seated next to Stilmanthagni is a living, breathing Frau. You can see its horns have little currents of electricity kind of like fizzling off the top of them, and it stands exactly like those statues you saw in the low path in the gloom haunts. It stands just stoic, staring out over the lake, just as Stilmanthagni, seated cross-legged on a stone, sits, his hands clasped in front of him, looking through his second eyes, or kind of the eyes of the present, out into the lake.
I have 2 questions. Is this Frau made up of the same words? Like the same sort of like papery words that are everywhere? And is he made up of those words?
Make a lore check for me.
No, Locknall.
Lore called roll.
Help.
I may be able to assist with that.
Please. I got a 3 and a 2.
I shall assist you. I got a 2 as well. You may recover something.
I'll give you this. You don't know about Stilmanthagni. You do know that the Frau in its fur is being writ by Stilmanthagni. The Frau itself is a narration of Stilmanthagni into existence.
I've committed an entire thigh to this whole environment, and I'm just like, even as I'm walking,
Scribble it away.
Yeah, taking notes. I think of it like the Selkie use a shorthand that takes up, it can fill a lot of detail through like a coded language in small spaces. So
no, I love it.
I've already got like a 2-inch by 2-inch patch.
That's the most I've ever seen you write.
There is much to record here.
Yeah.
The irony, Kexyfess, is that I'm not sure if I'm recording the present, the future, or the past.
Ooh. Well, isn't that just fun?
It's interesting.
Ah, travelers. Welcome. Thank you for coming. And I am so terribly sorry.
Sorry for...
His kind eyes look up at you guys, regarding you.
It has been a difficult path, no doubt.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah.
Come join me.
And he motions you to the beach side.
I'm going to approach and just sniff around the Thrall and just kind of like approach kind of down. I'm going to drop to all fours and just sort of, because this thing is dangerous in my mind.
Certainly looks like it.
I'm trying to suss out if it poses a threat to us.
Yeah, go ahead and make a called body for awareness.
Okay.
Kind of sensing it out.
And I want to make sure, I want to try to assess Stilmanthagni to see if I can convince myself at least that this is actually the teacher.
Go ahead and make a called lore.
4-3 on my roll.
4 through. Haruki, this creature, it smells like you can smell its fur, its mange. Clearly a creature who has been in the wilderness for a long time, but you just get a sense of serenity on this creature matching that of Stilmanthagni in this moment. Of just absolute peace.
I'll stand on my hind legs and just sort of right in front of it, and I'll just give it a big grin and just kind of like look it in the eyes. And then I'll back off a little bit.
Yeah, it just like ever so slightly nods its head towards you, almost in recognition. But no lick, no nothing. It just kind of almost like a bow, ever so slight.
I got a 4-1.
4-1. Lucknall, Stilmanthagni does not have the words running across him. This is the absolute essence of Stilmanthagni.
I was worried that I would find you in worse condition, and as you can imagine, everyone at the bottom of the mountain is concerned as well.
Yes, I suppose. And I'm sorry, Lucknall. I am not in as such good condition as you believe me. My inner self, preserved, yes, thanks to Vernox. But he is no longer here. And his burial to the Authorship is now gone. And she invades, even now.
Who is she? Ktyria.
Yes. Complicated. I have been ruminating on it.
And he smiles at that as he kind of looks around this world.
I don't think Ktyria has been Ktyria for very long at all. In the moment Vernox interacted with the shard in the void, it took from him a piece of his energy, and with it, a piece of his ego. And it awoken as you and I, and Kexyfess, and Haruki are awoken and experiencing everything. Except Ktyria had no template, and only a function of absorption, of drawing upon energy, of which Vernox, unfortunately, is only.
Is Ktyria gonna keep drawing upon everything? I mean, we know it's encroaching you.
She has not yet relented. When she drew upon the energy of Vernox, when she became Ktyria, pulling from him that name, taking it from him,
Yeah.
she also took memories of things real, not abstract. I believe that is her aim now, to move from the abstract into the real, to manifest as Vernox did, although Vernox and Starnum like yourself, Kexyfess, are less real or physical than Haruki and Locknall or myself. She wants that. She wants to be more than a concept, an energy, and she is birthing into it.
Well, that's relatable. Can I talk to Ktyria?
I think you will. Likely. I have not heard her voice so much as know her want. As a child, an infant Haruki does not yet know the speech of its parents. It knows only what it feels. Such as Ktyria. A feeling, now many feelings, and starting to grasp at words. As tongue and mouth and form take shape.
And speaking of that, why do you create this dimension, for lack of a better word?
At first, it was by accident. The melding of two consciousnesses with a third. Of the deep mystery that was the shard burrowing into Vernox. The power and sheer energy of a Starnum not yet diminished like those we know in Nuovarden. Into my mind, deeply entrenched in the living memory of Nephis. This place was birthed. Vernox quite quickly realized his folly in invading such a potent space with a foreign object that drains. And he shielded me till I could grasp what was going on, and I realized all of this in my mind. A dimension all of its own now. Equally my thoughts and memory, and separate from Nuovarden, both Nuovarden and the Void. The Void in a small pocket of Nuovarden. I created the Authorship and took control. To the best I could.
What was the book?
The book.
The book.
This came from it.
It feels familiar.
But not yours.
Like a dream, I have a hard time remembering. Now,
Okay.
perhaps in the manifesting of this place, some physical component. Locknall knows. We Selku struggle with the mystery of things. But it holds power, the page, Locknall. It is like the Authorship. Be careful. Your space is half filled now upon the page. Write carefully and with great detail. It can narrate this space, but only somewhat. It was 3 minds that created it. 2 remain. I am only 1/3, and Ktyria now too. She is gaining more sway, and in time, she will be one. I am certain of that, and I am tired and growing weary.
And so there's nothing we can do to separate you and her?
I do not know the answer to that question,
That makes sense. If you did, you'd probably do it. Yeah.
but I am troubled. For my many memories are starting to fade, and I am focusing much of my energy into preventing Ktyria from getting to the living memory of Nephis. I do not understand her, but I know this for certain. We Selku are attached to a very potent, ancient energy of Nephis, and we cannot allow Ktyria to tap into it. And she senses it deeply. More power than the Starnum, unbridled Starnum. And I will give of my very last energy. And more important than my energy, Lochnaw, she must not tap into the memory of Nephis. What will be created then? Possessing the energy and knowledge of Starnum, of Selku, but of Nephis itself I dare not imagine. And I will give of my last breath to prevent that. You must chase her from this space, even at cost of my life.
Well, we'll try to prevent that. Your life going too. We kind of made a bit of a promise to get you back, so we intend to follow through on that because we can all say it together. Whatever we put our mind to, we can do it. Yeah.
But I must clarify, Kexyfess, and I'll keep looking at Stilmanthagni. We were first tasked with simply locating and verifying the situation.
Well, yeah, but also it's not like we're gonna let him die, you know?
No, not let. But I think there are meanings between the words of the great teacher.
With respect, great oracle, is it not possible to take you away from this place and leave Ktyria here in isolation, then to be entrapped in this construct and away from the knowledge that you harbor?
Dear Haruki, this space is Stilmanthagni. I cannot flee myself.
Teacher, I still do not completely understand the reason for this creation, the words in this landscape that you are making, that you are speaking and writing to existence. Does it overlay Nuovarden? Does it exist separate?
It's
Yes.
it and not.
To both, Lochnaw. It is both.
Does
And
it protect you?
it does not protect me, Lochnaw.
Well, okay. Maybe it does in a sort of way where, you know, you've written yourself an area that you can exist within to protect and contain yourself in.
Bernox protected this space that I dwell. And Vernox is no longer here. And Ktyria now is, inch by inch. There is no stopping that. I created this space, Lucknall, as a cage to bar Ktyria from the memories of Nephis, the Authorship. At once, it aided Vernox in warding her full energy from draining what was left of him in hopes. Seer's rest would send you all someone to investigate to find us.
And we have.
But this is equally as much the womb in which Ktyria is birthing, for she is feeding upon myself. First Vernox, now me, gathering power, manifesting herself into being beyond the shard. And she very well may succeed.
We have to stop her. Then.
Indeed.
Do we know where she is emerging from?
Where will soon reveal itself. For in order to become manifest, she must take control of the Authorship. Rend it from me. In inevitability. And in so doing, expose the womb. And you must enter. Do you understand?
Yes.
No.
Yes and no.
Are you saying that we must allow you to diminish, as we saw with Vernox, in order to identify what this Ktyria concept made material, to then destroy it?
There is no other way that I know of. And I know many things.
Talk to her before then. Try to maybe, if she understands feelings, maybe I can connect with her. I mean, I know that that's dangerous because the last time I've tried, it feels like she's trying to pull me in, but maybe you all
Yes.
could hold me back, and maybe I can get across the fact that searching for more power has only led to terrible things happening for me, and will likely only lead to terrible things happening for her as well, because we can't let her do this, and if she wants to live and manifest in our world, then there has to be other ways.
Perhaps you are right, Kexyfess. But remember, she is young, like a child, but yet filled with more emotion and memory and knowledge than any child should rightfully be exposed to, and power beyond what any child would have. You reason with a young, but terrifyingly powerful mind. Perhaps it is possible. Perhaps in time more possible. Perhaps you can succeed, but I do not know. And I know only that your chance of communing with her without risking yourselves, we shall come for your memories as well, until you leave this place or she does.
Are you able to communicate with this Ktyria?
Communicate is an interesting word. We are one, in a way. We are. Well, in that moment, when Vernox and Ktyria entered my mind, blink, we all became a sort of one, as all things truly are, Lucknall. But in a very real way. And she is slowly becoming more of that equation every moment. Yes.
So then, in our discussion with you, Ktyria is also a party to this.
Yes. She has been a party from the moment you stepped foot. When you stepped to avoid the final cataclysm on the cliffside and entered into the space. You entered into this space. You are now a part of this story, this realm as I am. But all of it is within me. You are free to leave. As she will be free to leave when she has what she wants. In a way, I'm the only one not free to leave.
I'll turn to Kexy. Kexy, there is then an opportunity to speak with Ktyria now, if Ktyria is a party to this discussion already.
I was thinking about that, and then I was going back to when we first stepped in and the grief that I felt seeing Grok fly off and likely die upon impact, and then I was thinking about what we faced with all of our fears, and how if she is a child feeling all of that, everything that I've been feeling while in here, everything that you all have experienced, that is a lot.
So speak with her now.
It is beautiful.
You guys see a small ripple out over the crowned lake, moving like stop motion. Just at the periphery of your vision, a tiny little wave moving towards you, but almost jarringly so. The silvery reflection of the wave. But as the ripple moves further and further towards you, the wave only grows in size, growing taller and taller, 10 feet, 20 feet. What's moving towards you all is now appearing to be almost a tsunami.
No.
Coming towards you.
This is not good.
Stilmanthagni does not move. He stares at it in almost adoration. As it curls up 40, 50 feet, it stops at a certain point moving towards you and starts to furl backwards, up and up. Now moving more vertical than towards you. A mirrored silver glass wave, and it starts to break to the left and to the right, and it starts to unfurl like a petal. And you realize the whole lake itself is turning into a sort of rosebud of unfurling waves of glassy water, silver reflecting of the sky and the vanilla of the light above you, unfurling almost infinitely like the infinite flapping pages. This blossom seems to continually move and fold into itself. And as it grows larger, 100 feet, 120 feet, 300 feet, all of the water of the lake starts to be pulled in towards it until it forms the blossom of that rose. And you see a pathway leading towards a small doorway into the glass rose. And you all remember the words of Vernox when you first entered this place. Beware the glass maze.
Stilmanthagni.
She is ready now to speak, Kexyfess.
Is there anything that you want us to tell people that you care for?
Everything has been told many times. I've told many of Nephis' memory. Still more to be found. And my good Selkie, what wisdom you hold. For you experience the now, Lucknow. You see the many beautiful things, even this. Oh, it is so important. Tell them, Lucknow, all of it. I cannot know what comes. It is all beautiful. And even now, sadness, tragedy, the bittersweet of forgetting everything I once knew. It's all beautiful, and there is hope in it all. And you will need that hope. She does not yet understand it, for her first emotion was fear, and a grand fear of Vernox. For you, Kexyfess, a parting gift. Still your mind, all of you. You enter the very womb of Ktyria.
He motions his delicate hand towards the blanking on the name, towards the Thrall, Kexyfess.
You will need its phone in there. But should you leave it, it will cease to be.
Okay.
The Thrall just looks at you with calm eyes.
May I?
Bows its head to you.
Okay. Lucknow. I flutter back over to him.
Oh.
Yep. Okay. I dive out and in.
You dive out with ease, as if the mind was made just for you. You slip into the Thrall.
Oh.
Now I'll remind you, the Thrall is a size factor 8 beast. It stands like the size of like a small horse. Powerful and wolf-like, with hooved feet and scales upon its back, and white fur, green scales, these sort of yellowish horns. You can feel the lightning kind of coursing through them, and a fanged mouth that you know holds a great deal of power.
I think I take a moment to like step and figure out where the body is in this space, and I turn to Stilmanthagni and I'll do a bow.
He bows with this constant pleasant smile on his face.
Now hurry, and it is of great importance. Do not use Mead's gift until she is banished from this place. You do not want to open a doorway to Nuovarden proper that she can slip through. Force her from here. Force her from any chance of Nuovarden.
Do you think if she leaves to the void or to other realms beyond that she could live there? I mean, there are so many places, vast expanses of worlds just beyond our reach, and if we can send her somewhere where she can exist, maybe.
Yes, she has memories. Vernox's memories of many of them.
Yeah.
So yes. But she also knows the shadow of Nephis' memory here. And the power it contains.
Yeah.
Who knows? I do not know. Only that she cannot access it now. Or will she become something even more terrible?
And he kind of fixes himself staring at the unfolding rows and just,
Beautiful. Beautiful.
and you realize the rose and the water and the silver reflection have no words upon it. It is no longer Stilmanthagni's mind who creates this.
You wanted to speak with Ktyria, Kexy. Now we can.
We should.
Let us go then, before Stilmanthagni fades even further.
Even as you say that, Haruki, all of you are very aware that the final set of eyes of Stilmanthagni somewhere out on the lucid cleft are heavy. The eyelids very, very heavy. And his life force is very weak. It is slipping.
Remember Kexy and Locknall. And especially you, Locknall. She knows you. You have written your name on the page. She will know you. And she has already drank of the energy of Astanum, Kexyfess. Be prepared. Be prepared. And with everything you have, keep hope. There is always hope.
Your memory will not be lost, teacher, and we will plant Tylaru's harmony in your honor.
He reaches his gentle hand towards you, Locknall. A rare gesture of Selku who don't often touch. And you just hold hands, just gently for a moment. And he nods, gives it a slight squeeze, and releases.
Beautiful.
And you walk the path, now thousands of feet across the bed of the lake, kind of sloping down towards this massive mirrored rose infinitely folding in upon itself. And you approach the doorway. And I know it's early, but that's where we'll take our break.
Good, because I gotta recollect myself.
Wow. Paul, that imagery was next level.
Oh, beautiful.
Wow. Just amazing.
Our little party, now a little less little because we have no longer a Sweehu, but a mighty Frowl marching alongside of Haruki and Locknall, approach the doorway to the glass maze. One last look, the little character of Stilmanthagni still seated peacefully on the rock, now by himself, no Frowl beside him, watching you as you enter into the glass maze. It is almost instant with your first step into the space, the shift in the world's narrative. You step onto obsidian glass floor, writ with glowing red script stretching out along the floor, a different author's language. To the left and right of you in this hallway that leads down, and above you, perfectly reflected surfaces, mirrors of yourself. You look to each side, up above you to see yourself. The script, however, when it meets the mirror, keeps writing newly. It is not a reflection of itself. It extends on in infinitum, infinitely, writing itself in its red lettering through the mirage, the reflection, and the mirror above you.
Lucentia.
And then you hear the first gasp of air as if somebody breathed in for the first time. And in that moment, you flip. You are no longer looking up at your reflection. You have just shifted into the reflection and now look down at yourself before correcting, and you are still standing on the black floor. But above you, you feel like you are now the reflection of yourselves in the hallway. It's still in the hallway.
Are these your first memories?
No reply.
How do we find our way through this place?
It's the same way through any maze. We wander.
Locknall, this reflection. Well, you understand reflections, and you understand that lore is perhaps your best tool in this space to know a thing where sight fails.
I was going to ask if I could use field notes to try to understand
Absolutely.
as much as I can. I'm on 3-2.
3-2's a success. Locknall. As with all things in this space, there's an element of mystery. However, you know this always leads out straight ahead of you. So there is moving forward, deeper into the maze. That moment where you became the reflection, but now are you, and you is now the reflection. That's true. You are still you. This is reality. But it felt like a moment there, like it shifted. Like what was you was actually the reflection that you thought was you.
Then let us continue forward.
But I think I have an insight. Seer, if I understand what you just said, we entered as a mirage of ourselves and have now, in this moment, become ourselves. As the garden we left was real, and the garden we are in is an illusion.
Something like that.
We seem to have crossed some threshold between
Yeah.
reflection and
But-
reality.
I imagine as this is writing from Kriya's authorship, that this is all an extension of her.
Kexyfess, would you like to make a lore of the writing? A called lore of the writing on the ground?
Sure. 3-4.
3-4. Kexyfess, you are in fact correct. And there they stared up into the reflection, only to realize the reflection was them staring back into their reflection, written on the floor in the reflection that you're staring at to your left.
Whoa.
This is why Kexyfess, the Selku are renowned for knowing things that exist, but the Starnum are known for understanding it.
Are you saying we make a good team?
You've grown on me.
Yes. Yay.
And you begin to move your way down. You come to a T, or at least you think it's a T. One way could be a reflection of the other. Can I have you all make a challenge roll, Lore?
That's 1.
Correct.
3.
Okay.
2.
Okay. Kexy?
Oh, no.
No.
That was a 2.
Left or right, you're unsure, and as each of you ponder this break in the pathway, you find yourselves reflecting back to the long journey. Aruki, your memory goes again back to your mother, painting on the beach, but there's no water. There's no waves. Kexyfess. You think, remembering moving with your friend, discovering the body, but for the life of you, you can't remember what your friend inhabited. Remember, you took the sweet. What did he take? What did they take? Locknall, for you, on your right wrist. Your memory of something, it's no longer there. It is unwrit upon your wrist. And you can't remember what it was. Which direction do you go, left or right?
I am forgetting in this place.
We cannot linger here. The longer we stay, the more we will forget. Ktyria steals from us even now. We must go. I'm gonna go left.
All right, you head down left.
I follow.
Ruki, bold decision. Even or odds?
Even.
You move down, following the tunnel. Hallway seems to stretch on for a while, and then you hear an exhale from your right-hand side, and as you all look at your image in the right-hand side, you are suddenly aware that you are staring at your reflection to the left-hand side of you, that you were in the right-hand side all along.
We are either moving through this place or we are getting lost.
We are becoming part of it the longer we linger.
I think this is good. I mean, when we first entered, we felt that similar pull, so maybe this means we're headed in the right direction. Hope.
Yes.
And you head on, and now you come to a three-way split. Left, right, keep going. There's, of course, behind you as well, maybe four-way. Did you come this way? Or are you going the other way? You're not quite sure. I need each of you to make a challenge lore check for me, please.
1.
1.
4.
Great. Ruki. Beach. No water. Desert. Just a canvas. Somebody drew something on it, but you can't for the life of you remember who. Kexyfess. You look at a shard, listening to a stranger's voice, a stranger's memory. You don't know who it is. You know it's important. It meant something. But you don't know. Just a stranger. Locknall. To the right. It's to the right.
Where do we go?
To the right.
And I'll turn to the right and start going that way.
You start moving down the right. You all come to a dead end.
No.
Reflections all around.
It's okay.
I want to see if I can see what is and isn't there.
Go ahead. Field notes is what you're making?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and make a field note.
Double fours.
Double fours.
Oh!
Locknall.
Whoa.
It's not so much that everything is. These are all reflections, but you know one thing for certain. Just give it a moment. Just give it a moment. You hear another gasp. The reflection of you in front of you is now the reflection of you behind you. And there is a pathway stretching forward.
Good job, Locknall.
Well, we must continue quickly.
Yes.
You continue moving. All of you. I need another challenge, Laura.
I'm not going to roll that dice, actually.
I made a new die roll and I still failed. I got a 2.
I think we're just matching here, Dave. I also got a 2.
Okay. Locknall.
Twinsies.
4.
4.
Oh,
Locknall.
yes.
There we go.
Good
Our
on you.
man.
That's my
The
man.
ringer.
There we
This
go.
is why
ringer.
he's the guide.
He's our ringer.
I designated a challenge die and it's showing up so far.
Rookie. Who the heck is this next to you? In the Thrall, you feel like you've known them once, but you can't remember how. They're not dangerous, but what's their name? Kexyfess. Kexyfess. You remember there was an important saying you once knew, but you don't have it anymore. You know it was important. It held something. It's gone now, and who said it? Oh, they feel so important to this space, but you don't remember who they were. Locknall. Up and to the left. You know it's that way. Even as you feel something tugging at your mind, you resist it.
We are getting closer. Follow me.
I do not know you. Looking at Kexy. Who are you? Who is this Locknall?
This is an ally, Haruki. Hold tight.
But who? Why do I not know you?
Ktyria is interfering with our memories.
Can I extend myself to protect his mind? There's
Like
a
to give him
certain-
lucid. Yeah, you could make a mind to give lucid, like a
It's-
mind shield.
Yeah. Mind shield, that is the word for it. That is a 3. I will use a primacy to bump the 3 to a 4.
Okay. You connect and shield his memory, but Kexyfess, you can't find your name in his thoughts.
What is your
He
name?
doesn't know your name.
Who are you?
I'll tell you my name later. For now, I'm gonna be your best friend.
Yes.
You continue moving on up to the left-hand side. And then you hear it. Locknall, Rookie, Kexyfess. It almost sounds like hundreds of chimes. Almost like a wind chime. Almost like music up ahead.
That's beautiful. Priya? Oh.
Move ahead. You all move ahead into a square room. And I need you all to go ahead and make a called body awareness check for me.
Oh, 4.
Very good.
Oh, wait, called?
Yeah, called, not challenge.
Oh,
Yeah, you get one more.
okay, 4 still.
No.
3-1, I'm going to bump it to a 4.
4-1. Okay. There's another exhale. You find yourselves again you were in the reflection in the ceiling and your reflection. So now you're staring back up at yourselves. Very strange, but Ruki, you notice something to your left. Kexyfess, something to your right, reflected in the mirrors. 2 large serpentine creatures move. Their scales lift. Each scale of the serpent lifts to a sort of almost like a braid, almost like braid of fur that clings onto what looks kind of like the scales. All of the scales are perfectly reflective like a mirror, and the shards also, but the shards drag across the ground, making this chiming music, a kind of serpentine sort of head as these things slither across. And this is in the reflection. To your right and to your left, and Ruki and Kexyfess, as you turn your heads, because these would be like right next to you, as you look down, there's nothing there. I would like turn order, please.
Oh, no. I'm last. I'm oblivious.
Oh, Rookie first as always.
Okay. I'll go first.
Okay, so first Ruki, then Kexyfess, then Locknall. Okay.
Yep.
Perfect. Ruki, you are first.
I'm going to look around first of all to see if I can find out where the reflection is coming from, and then back to the reflection to see if it's still there.
Reflection's still there. No matter where else you look in the other mirrors in front of you, it is not.
Does it seem threatening?
Yes, it's starting to coil around you.
No. And I'm going to take the bow and I'm going to try to smash the reflection with a.
So the reflection out at the side of the door?
Yep.
Or at the side of the wall? Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Go ahead and use your action. Make a however many dice you want to use to swing at the wall.
Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and use 2 dice. Yeah, I'm going to use 2 dice to take a swing at this thing. That is a 3-4. I'm going to go ahead and bump it to a double 4.
Double 4. Haruki, you hit this wall with tremendous might. I am going to need you to make a challenge body, as hitting the glass causes a massive flash of energy light to beam at you. And so I need you to go ahead and make a challenge body.
Challenge. Okay, so that's 1.
To avoid
1
the
die.
light, yes.
Okay. Challenge body. No. That's a 2, and I guess I could. No, I'm just gonna take it because of the narrative.
Take
Yep.
it.
2.
Okay. The light beams out. You hit this thing with all its worth. The light beams out, and you gain. Sorry, got to jump over and make sure I get my terminology right. You become bereft of sight as you become blinded by this bright light, this gleaming light that shoots out.
you
just
okay?
stagger. I'm gonna stagger backwards, maybe farther into the room. I can't see.
Right. Okay.
Still your turn,
Okay.
Rookie.
I am going to. I'm gonna hold my third die.
Okay.
Yep.
Kexy, hold an action in your third die. Kexyfess, you're up. You still see the snake slithering your right-hand side. You just saw Rookie attack the glass, like the reflection in the glass, and it just beamed a light out at him, a blinding light.
Did it do anything to the glass itself?
No, the glass looks unfazed, and the snake is, well, you don't, can you actually make a called body awareness roll as you look over in the glass he was looking at and that he struck?
Oh, double force.
Yeah, you also see there's a snake over one of these serpentine creatures over there as well. By the way, these things are like 10-ish feet long. They're like big serpentine creatures.
If I try to strike out with a mental attack at the one that is around me, seeing as I think Haruki managed to get away from the other?
So Kexyfess, are you attacking the reflection in the mirror, or where you think the serpentine creature would be that is being reflected?
That's such
with your
a
mind
good
attack.
question.
Yeah, it's an important one.
I think where it would be.
Okay.
Because
Go
if
ahead and
there
make
is
me a
a
mind
mind.
attack.
Oh! Ah! 3-1. I will bump that to a 4-1.
Okay. Go ahead and make me D4 damage, please.
3.
3. The reflection of the snake in your right-hand side, wait, like roils back, and the chimes like all discordantly jangle about as it's like shaking its head.
Are they invisible?
Anything else, Kexyfess?
I'm using the other dice to hold the lucidity on Haruki.
Very good.
And Paul,
Okay.
I'm going to use my second action right now as I'm staggering. I'm going to try to heal myself, and I think I can relieve myself of that, potentially relieve
condition.
myself of that condition.
Yeah, does body healing allow you to remove a condition?
Yeah, in D4 injury or removes one impediment. So I'm going to try to do that as I'm like rubbing my eyes and trying to help myself here. Come on. Oh, shit. That's a 1. I'm going to use 2
To reroll?
primacy. Can I reroll this one? Or is this, do I have, I can reroll this. Yeah. Okay.
Come on.
All right,
It's
here
just
we go. Come
it's a
on.
manifestation. I mean,
Yep,
you're just
right.
using your action out of turn.
No, it's a 2.
Oh.
You're like rubbing your eyes, but I mean, it's just like sunburst in your eyes. You hit that wall really hard as you rub at your eyes. Kexyfess, you're maintaining. We move on to the 2 serpentine creatures. Sorry, Locknall. The one to the left, the one that Haruki had struck at, it moves. You lose sight of where it moved from, but it stopped being reflective in the left-hand side.
Oh.
Haruki, you are blinded. So this is going to be at decreased difficulty against you because you are blinded, bereft. That is successful. I need you to make a challenge roll mystery for me.
Okay. No, that's a 2.
Kexyfess Locknall, Haruki's reflection disappears from all of the mirrors.
What? What?
You only see Haruki now if you look at him. He is not reflected in any of the mirrors. He's gone.
What? Where'd he go?
The one on the right, Kexyfess, also moves. disappears out of that reflection. You lose sight of it.
What? Don't tell me it's going for my boy.
Locknall, I need you to make a mystery challenge roll.
Locknall?
Yep.
My other boy.
4.
Ooh.
4. You see Locknall's image flicker for a second in the reflections and holds. Locknall, it is now your turn.
Did I sense that? Because I have not seen these reflections, or have I?
Yeah, well, not really. I mean, you other than the flicker in the mirrored wall of your reflection, which is really weird. But you don't have any sight of these snake things. You saw Haruki hit a glass wall, and Kexyfess kind of channel her energy at something. I'm going to try to use. Oh, first of all, I'm going to turn around and face my allies because I think I figured I'm in the middle because they're on the left and right. What is the distance between them, between these walls? Between the walls, well, Haruki is pretty close to the left-hand wall. I would say maybe the distance is like 15-ish feet on the right-hand side where Kexyfess is looking at the mirror.
Huh?
And then probably behind you is maybe the hallway you came through, maybe just about 5 feet from the hallway you came from, and then maybe 20-ish feet out in front of you.
What I'm trying to do, I want to do all sight, but I want to try to capture both wall to wall. But I don't know if it's
wall
too wide.
Wall to wall. Yeah, so it's probably about a 30 by 30 square room.
So would it be 15 to either side of the doorway?
15 to either side of the doorway, yeah.
Okay, that's still a 30-foot area. I can manifest an affected area of 12. If I hit high success, 24. That's not enough.
24, so it wouldn't quite get both sides, yep.
I'm going to choose Haruki's side and try to manifest all sight.
I will say the ceiling is, I would say that the ceiling is probably about 15, so you'd get the ceiling reflection as well. And depending on where you position yourself, you could also possibly get the southern or northern wall as well, if we want to call it west, east, south, north.
So essentially,
if you go more for a corner.
Yeah, I'm going to try to hit the corner where I saw Haruki stumble back from.
Yeah.
And I'm going to catch as much of a 12-foot area from floor to ceiling and corner to corner wall as I can.
Perfect. Let's do
successful. That's a 3. I will bump it to a 4.
Woo!
4. Successful. Locknall. Crazy thing about your all sight. Neither of these serpentine creatures are here in the room with you, but one is in the reflection in the ceiling, and one is in the reflection to your south. And now you see these chiming serpentine creatures. You can hear them the whole time. You know things are making this chiming noise. Now you understand what's making the chiming noise. One is encircled around Haruki. It had come up, and a hood, the kind of a cobra-like hood had flared out, and it's just like staring down at Haruki. The other one is almost coiled around you. Also with its hood out. And now you're aware of both. But one around Haruki you see in the ceiling. Reflection.
But Paul, I'm not reflecting. I'm not reflecting in the.
Oh, right. Correct. Where Haruki would be. So in the ceiling, you just see it curled around nothing. When you look at Haruki, there's nothing there, but you see Haruki. But both don't exist in each other's spaces, essentially.
So I can see this thing curling around my reflection?
Yes, correct. But you don't see anything around you.
Okay, and I don't feel anything. So I am going to attempt to essentially create a flamethrower off the end of my staff and just heat the glass.
Okay.
Or the reflective surface
of the ceiling.
Yeah, of the one that I think is curling around my reflection.
Oh, the one around you is to the wall to the south.
Then I'm going to do that.
To that one. Okay.
Wall. Yeah.
Shoot the flame at the reflection.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, no, that is terrible. I will spend poor primacy and re-roll.
Ooh.
Okay. Let's do it.
That's 3/3. Well, I could bump one to a 4. So no, I can't because I just did
but you would get replenishment of some kind or whatever.
Yeah, recovery. So I'm going to think about what I want to recover real quick. Let me keep the action moving, and I'll decide and let you know.
Perfect. You thrust it towards the wall. Nothing happens. We come back to Haruki, still bereft, blinded.
I'm going to try again to heal myself of this affliction here, or this condition. I'm going to use 1 die on this. Oh my god, that's a 1.
Would lucidity help at all?
Lucidity would not help. This was a kind of just
physical,
bright flashing light. I will say I will give it to you at decreased difficulty as the brightness is starting to wane.
Sure.
You still rolled a 1, but
I rolled a 1. Yeah. Do I take a reprisal on a 1?
I think technically, because you're actually taking an action to try and manifest,
it was an action. Yep.
You will take 1 IS in damage, right?
Oh, this is going great.
Yeah. Well, how does the rules work, Lucknell?
Currently, rules is written. The reprisal is a roll, so you, Seer, would roll 2d4.
Okay.
On a single 4, it would cause 1 injury. On a 4/4, it would cause an injury, and Haruki is slowed.
Okay. So it is 1 damage as you are like blinded. Lucknell, you see the serpentine creature bat at Haruki with its tail while he's blinded, and you actually see Haruki. You see that in the reflection. You don't see Haruki in the reflection, but it bats its tail, and you actually see Haruki stumble. Haruki, you feel yourself forcefully hit by something.
Do I feel like this thing is wrapping around me, even though I can't see anything? No.
In the reflection, they're coiled around you, but they're not like it's almost like they've just surrounded you.
I can't see the reflection, though, unfortunately. I can't see anything.
Yeah, you can't see the reflection.
You also can't see yourself.
You can't see yourself in the reflection either. You can't see
That's why I was wondering if I could feel it, but I can't. So, all right, I'm going to use
you did feel like something hit you. You just have no idea what.
What is happening? I'm going to use my second action, both remaining dice, to try to get rid of this. That is a 3/2. I'll bump it to a 4.
3/2 works. It's at decreased difficulty because it's waning.
Okay. Yep. All right.
You lose the bereft, and now you can see. And the first thing that hits you as you're like looking for this thing, you realize, Haruki, you're not in any of the mirrors, and you're like, "Where am I?" You see all your allies and stuff, but you're not there.
And I see the creatures coiling about.
You would need to make a active body.
Okay. Next turn, I'll do that.
Yeah, called body to try and find them.
A called body, or would it be an action? An action.
It would be an action. Sorry, it would be. You would have to spend an action trying to search for them.
Got it. All right, I'll wait till next time. That's my turn.
Seer, I'm going to take the dismissed status effect and make this thing roll to keep an interest in me.
Ooh.
Do you have action points left?
I got double 3s, so I took the dismissed support.
Okay. So you're taking dismissed so that it doesn't see you.
So it doesn't have interest in me. Yeah.
Interest in you. Yep. Okay.
Yeah. Unless it makes a roll to
True Sight. Does that also aid your allies?
No.
Okay, just you.
Dang.
I'll double check that, but I think All Sight is the thing that I can do to see stuff that's obscured.
That's what I thought, but I just
sense.
wanted to double check because that might depend on if Kexyfess also gains the benefit, then she doesn't need to search right for these things. And Haruki would have also seen them, but I wasn't sure if it actually exposed things
also,
beyond you.
Allows the manifester to detect the presence of obscured creatures.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, so Kexyfess, you don't know where they've gone to. You do see Locknall. I guess I will give you this. Kexyfess, you did see Locknall try and lob something at the wall behind him, and as you kind of take a glance back there, you do see there is a snake wrapped around, or like coiling around Locknall.
Did I also see Ruki react like he got hit?
You did see him react, but you don't know in what surface to look. There's many glassy surfaces in this place, so trying to find...
I think I'm going to end up dropping lucidity at the end of this. I think I'm going to try and manifest alert.
Okay.
If that's something that I can do. I don't know
Under
if
mind?
I can.
I don't think under mind, but maybe under song. Because you have
Ooh.
song, right?
I do.
I mean, you can manifest status effects on yourself. Or
Oh, yeah, you can just
Okay.
actually just do it normally, yeah, can't you? Yeah.
Great. I
So
do
how do you
like
do
the
that? You
idea
just
of
roll
it.
as if and just need a 4 and you can't really use primacy to get it? You're just rolling for force?
Well, if the manifester has, I mean, it's a manifestation in the first place, so they would have to have the discipline. So yes, primacy still applies.
Oh, okay.
Primacy is separate from manifestation. Primacy is the acuity.
Okay.
I do really like the idea of using song for this, though. Thank you
Okay.
for the idea. I'm stealing it. With that, because you said that the Frowl it like has horns, but it's also kind of like wolfish, but also goatish.
Yeah.
And so I think that there is this like low bellow is the best way I can describe it, that makes it feel like the sound waves over the glass kind of shift, and you can see them physically as it starts to attempt to form around where these creatures are and give them some sort of shape to myself. That is a 3. I will bump that to a 4.
You gain alert. You now know one of these serpentine creatures is reflected in the ceiling, curling around Haruki, the other one curling around Locknall in the south mirror.
I'm coming, Haruki. I'm gonna start galloping towards this thing, and instead of using a mind attack, I'm going to try and physically bite down on it.
All right, that is a manifestation or that's just a check with body. You're going to use a body. Well, your action dice using body.
Come on. Oh, 3-1.
3-1. Anybody got dice for assistance or no? No, I don't think so. Okay, 3-1. You bite down where the thing should be. You see it actually move. Its body in the reflection as you're staring up at it but biting down. You're like using its reflection to try and you see it actually moves from where you bit. And so it dodges out of the way of the attack.
Okay.
Ruki, you're up.
Okay, it's like right here.
Me?
Well, wait, no, not Ruki.
No,
Never mind.
It'd be
I think it's
the-
their turn.
it's their turn.
It
Yeah.
is.
Kexyfess. The one on the ceiling moves to the far northern wall. You're alert, so you see them move. Locknall, you lose sight of them. So one moves down to the far side. The one that was around Ruki and now is curling around you. The other one continues to slither around Locknall, and you can hear the chimes of the scales that are kind of like drifting off. Almost make this rhythmic sound. Locknall, so we'll start with you. The sound, you hear the sound coming from all around you, Locknall. I will use primacy. That's a 4-1. Locknall, you take a reverberation sonic attack as the sound just overwhelms you coming from all directions. You feel it reverberate through you for 4 physical damage, the reverberation.
Physical damage is protected by armor.
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
So this was more of a reverberating sound rather than like a mental sort of anguish from the song sort of thing. And then Kexy, the one around you, also coiling around you, you hear the chiming sounds of the scales. That is a 4-1. Kexy?
Yeah.
As it coils around you, you begin to become very afraid of this thing, fearful of it, and it now gains the braced status effect against you.
Yep. Sure do.
That is its turn as it's coiling around you. Locknall, you're up.
All right. The first thing I'm going to do is I am going to try to use element to looking at the reflection of the one that has moved away from me and over to Kexyfess. By the way, I'm going to maintain my all sight.
Yeah, all sight will allow you to see these, continue to see these things in the reflection.
Okay.
And you realize now, Locknall, importantly, your all sight is allowing you to track these things in the reflection, even though the one that is by Kexyfess in the reflection is technically out of range of your all sight. So your all sight is seeing it based on its location next to Kexyfess, but you can only see it in the reflection.
Okay.
It's very strange.
Oh, that's so weird. That's so fucking cool.
By the way, the one around
strange.
you, Locknall, is now on the east wall. It moved again. The reflection of it, anyways, moved. It actually stays coiling around you, but its reflection moved.
It's still coiled around me?
There's
Yep.
one around you, one
There's
around
one
me.
around
The
you that
one was
caused a
on
sonic
Ruki's on
attack,
me
and now there's one around Kexyfess. Ruki doesn't have one around it.
And that's even though I was dismissed.
Oh, you know, I forgot about your dismissed.
Okay. I thought it was just like an area kind of.
Oh.
So the first thing you can do, it gets a challenge roll mind to try to.
Yeah, so I'm going to make a challenge roll mind. Otherwise, we're going to do that sound attack against Ruki because you were dismissed. That's a 3. It doesn't have mind. So, sorry, Ruki, you took the 4 damage, not Locknall.
Oh no, my boy.
Yes, thank
All
you
right.
for the reminder,
No problem.
Locknall. Sorry
Sure,
about
sure.
that.
That's okay.
So, Locknall, you remove that 4 damage.
Okay.
Ruki, you took an additional 4 damage
Sure.
of physical. And
Mhm.
it's so there's one around Ruki displayed in the east wall, and then the
Okay.
north wall has one displayed around Kexyfess.
So since it moved from me to Haruki and it seemed to have injured Haruki, maybe.
Yeah,
I'm going
Haruki
to-
definitely seems.
Judging by the mirror reflection, I am going to try to erupt its body with fire.
Okay, and importantly, are you aiming at the reflection or down around Haruki?
No, I down around Haruki. I'm going to try it in an
All right, let's do
area
it.
just adjacent to Haruki's form.
Let's do it.
How about a 4-1?
For 1, go ahead and roll me damage.
Ooh.
3.
Okay, 3 damage. Ruki, you see Locknall lob fire at you. Let me think here. This was the one, it had first been seen by Kexyfess, then it moved over to Locknall, it moved to Haruki. Okay, that's important. Yes, the fire hits it and like singes some of its like glassy scales on its body, and it like slithers. It's totally silent still. Only thing making noise are like the chime scales that it has kind of dangling off of it, but again they make almost like a discordant sound as it like pulls away from Haruki and from you, and it seems fairly injured.
All right, and I am no longer dismissed to anything because that's the end of my turn.
Okay, we move back to the top of the turn order. Haruki.
So with that attack that Locknall made, do I see this thing around me do I glimpse it?
Why don't you go ahead and give me a challenge roll body? Less about it around you. You don't see anything around you. You just see the fire shoot,
Uh-huh.
and then it just kind of like stops. It like dissipates
Okay,
before
so-
it hits you.
Okay.
But this is more to see where Locknall is looking.
That is a 1.
buddy.
Oh,
Oh,
you're really good. You
buddy.
roll 1's really great. Okay.
Yeah.
You're like looking around, but there's nothing here. It's also really hard because as you look around, you know how you naturally gauge where you're at based on mirrors, but you're not showing up in any mirrors. So like the only way you see yourself is by looking at like your hands and your present self. And so it's very throwing. You almost feel like you're invisible unless you actually look at your physical self. So you're like positioning yourself in this all glass room is really weird.
Do I see the reflection of these creatures in any of the walls or the ceiling?
You would need to make
An action roll?
An action roll with body. Yeah, you can either use 1 or 2 action
Come
dice.
on.
My God. I'm going to use 1. I'm not going to roll that die. I'm going to roll this
Yeah, I was
one.
about to say, get a new one, get a new one. A 4.
That is also a 1. So
Oh my
I guess I
gosh,
will take
man.
reprisal.
Well, yeah, I gotta roll for
Yeah,
that.
roll it up.
That's only a 1-2. You're good, so don't worry about it.
All right, I guess. Do I see? What do I see with my companions right now? Are they struggling?
Kexy has their tail tucked, and they are growling and looking very scared.
Oh my god.
Locknall is staring at you quite angrily, and
Like
he just threw fire.
What are you doing?
I'm defending your hide.
Doesn't feel like it. I don't know. I'm going to. Okay, this is going to be great. I'm going to try to go ahead and creature morph.
Okay.
Into the biggest creature that I think that I have seen, or no.
Well, you just saw a Frowl.
Yeah, but I want bigger.
What about the?
I'm gonna go with a gore. I'm going into a gore. I could do that. I've done that. I'm gonna do the gore. I'm gonna gore out.
Okay.
There. Yeah. Maybe.
Gore
we'll see.
it up.
Yeah. You know what? I only have 2 actions, don't I? Okay. I'm gonna use both dice. That is a double 4.
Double 4.
So I believe that means that it's even larger on a high success.
Maybe I think you grow into the full size.
I get more IS. Yeah, I get 8. I get 8 IS from that. And I think that is my turn as I just stomp my hooves and get ready to charge. You just watch as your companion goes from this furry, like bear-like creature and just expands in all directions to fill up this space, drops to all 4s, and a horn grows out of his forehead, and he just snorts.
That's the rookie I know.
Kexy.
I want to bite this thing. I want to bite it so badly. But I'm scared of this one. This one scares me. The other one doesn't scare me as much. So I think I'm going to go for the other one.
The one that got hit by the fire instead.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you like charging towards it?
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. Charge away. So you're making a body attack against it, essentially.
Yes.
Yeah, you're using body. Okay.
Trying to do another. Okay, 4-1.
4-1 hits. Roll damage. Remember, you have +1 to your damage factor.
That's why I wanted to bite it. 4. So 5.
4. You rip into this thing, and the scales shatter, and it almost like turns into like dust. All of a sudden, Ruki and Locknall, this fine, glittering, shimmering powder in like the form of a snake appears on the ground as you kill one of these things.
It's very powdery.
Anything else, Kexyfess?
That's it. I'm gonna hold on to my alert.
Okay. Oh yeah. Hold on to alert. Okay. This thing keeps Kexyfess in its gaze. Kexyfess is scared of it. It moves back onto the roof. Locknall, Kexyfess, you guys see this. Kexyfess.
Oh no.
It is going to again coil around you. Mm-hmm. That is a 4-2. Kexyfess, it will do only 2 sound damage, physical damage to you. You have persistent armor of 1 from your form.
Okay.
So that will be only 1 damage from the sound of it going around you, and it continues to kind of slither around you. Locknall, you're up.
All right, so I see that it has now. So 1 is dead and 1 has coiled around Kexyfess.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Then I will turn my attention to that one, and I will try to erupt flame upon its hide with a 4-2.
Ooh.
A 4-2. You hit. One moment. That's a 4. As you shoot out the fire, Haruki's reflection appears back in between you and it. Haruki, roll for damage, Locknall.
3.
Haruki, you take 2 fire damage from Locknall.
How?
The reflection disappears.
Sure.
And the thing continues to coil around Kexyfess.
Then
I mean, I'm a big target, so it makes sense.
Yeah, this giant gore appears. Yeah, exactly.
I will attempt to do it again.
Do it again.
No, that is a 2.
Does Haruki get his reflection back?
No, his reflection hasn't returned yet.
It used it as a defensive mechanism. That
I was hoping that after he uses it once, it goes back, and it didn't.
That's awesome.
That's concerning.
That's it
Haruki,
for me. And I did not maintain my all sight, so
Okay.
it will last until the end of my night. No,
Yes.
it'll end now. Let me think.
It will end now. However, it's still in the roof. You're not going to lose sight of it until it moves again.
Okay.
Haruki.
All right. Can I see where this thing is? I'm gonna make. Do I need to make an action roll to see if I can see it? Okay.
Come on.
Correct. His body, though.
That's a 4.
There we go.
Yep.
You look up, and this thing is around you. Or no, it's around Kexyfess, around the Frau.
And I can see it, the reflection in the ceiling.
Yes.
I'm going to rear up on my hind legs and try to smash the reflection.
On the ceiling.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
That is a 3-1, and I will bump it to a 4.
I'm sorry, Haruki. The same thing happens. As you hit the glass ceiling, a bright flash comes down. I need you to go ahead and make a challenge roll body.
Okay. That's 2. I can't re-roll it, can I? If I have body?
You could. You could use 2 primacy to
Can I
re-roll
use
challenge.
primacy?
Yeah? Or can you only bump challenge rolls?
You can re-roll
your call, I
that.
think. Yeah.
I would allow it, but you're burning through your primacy pretty
I
fast.
know. I have almost no primacy left. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna re-roll it.
Come on.
That's a 3.
All right. You are now bereft of vision again as you blind yourself, smashing into this the mirrored surface above you.
Haruki has no fucking idea what's going on at all. It's
so
and it's
confused.
great. I love it. I love it.
Kexyfess, you are up. This gore is just shaking its head. It just can't see anything now after smashing
It's around
into the
me.
roof.
It's not in the reflection. It's around me. And instead of biting this time, I'm gonna try and do what I am best at, which is extending my mind to attack its. But I am scared, so I believe it's at increased difficulty, or is it only at decreased difficulty to hit me?
So because it didn't have a high success against you, you're just at decreased difficulty to hit it.
Okay.
Had it had a high success, it would have also gained. You would have been have a hard time, or it would have made easier for it to hit you, or something like that.
Yeah, I got.
I think. Let me check.
And because it might matter, I should also mention that I did not maintain my form, so I dropped back into Haruki form.
Oh, that's right. You're back down to Haruki. Kexy, that doesn't succeed, but you can take a recovery.
I would love to remove the fear that I have.
Oh, of it. Yeah. All right, I'll allow it. It is no longer braced against you.
And then I will. That was 2, so I have 1. So I could either hold the alert and see where it goes, or I could do something. I'll hold the alert.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Snake shifts to the west wall, still around Kexyfess. I'm gonna try with 1 dice, actually. I'm gonna try with 1.
Why?
It's a 3. I will use primacy to bump it to 4.
That's fine.
Haruki, your reflection returns. Kexyfess, there's no more foul reflection of you. It is now gone.
That's mine.
I'll then use the other Actually, you know what? That's all it does. All right, Lucknall, you're up.
All right. So I've lost track of it now.
Yes, it moved. So you would have to locate it again.
All right. I'm going to use all sight again. That was more effective. Yes, that is a 4.
Very good. Yes, you pick it up in the west wall.
Okay. Then
It hood unfurled this time, and you can see there's like shimmering light of all kinds in the underneath of its hood when it explodes. It's not reflective. It's almost like a rainbow of different colors as it's like staring down at Kexyfess.
That's pretty. Okay, then I will estimate the space it takes up in front of Kexyfess based on the reflection, and I will erupt fire upon its flesh. That's a 3-1. I'll bump it to a 4 to do 2 damage.
I will use one of my remaining action dice. That's only a 1. I'll use 2 primacy to re-roll that. It's only a 3. You hit it for 2 damage.
Yes.
As the fire burns it. For a moment, you see Kexyfess's reflection almost manifest in front, but then it fizzles.
All right, that is it for me.
We go to Ruki, who is bereft of vision.
The beautiful thing about my reflection coming back is I still can't see it because I'm still blinded.
Still can't see it.
Oh, man.
All right. The last thing I did see was that this thing was attacking, or I got the feeling that it was assaulting Kexyfess.
Yeah.
And I am blinded right now, and I am going to just howl, Kexy! And then I'll leave my friends alone. And I'm just going to start kind of swinging wildly up at the ceiling where I saw it last. And I'm not trying to hit it, but what I'm trying to do is I'm going to manifest the dismissed on Kexy. So that it would, if it wants to attack Kexy going forward, it would have to make a mind roll. A challenge mind. So that's what my intent is to draw the attention away with this
to try and draw its attention to you. Yep.
To me. Yep. Double 3s. Do I have anything left? This is my last primacy. I'm gonna bump it to a 4.
Oh,
save my friend. Gotta save my friend.
Kexyfess gains dismissed. Ruki, you are now the target of its ire.
Okay, and then with my second action and my last die, I'm going to try to do self-heal to get rid of the
bereft.
The bereft. Yep. Come on. I need a 4 on this.
Please.
That is a 1. Do I take a reprisal?
Classic. Yeah, of course.
No. Stop.
Bestow me with your reprisal,
ire,
sir.
So, it uncoils in the reflection and just like comes ramming into Haruki, knocking Haruki back. You take 1 more point of damage as it then coils around Haruki.
Okay. That's the end of my turn.
Kexyfess, you're still alert. You still see it.
And I'm still all sighted.
Yes.
Ruki, I thought you didn't remember me. I'm gonna run up and try to bite this thing because it's on my friend now, and that's not okay.
Let's do it.
I have too many memories. 4-3.
Great. Give me 1 second.
I
It's
can't
rolling its
bump
other.
his
I'm gonna
body.
spend 2 more primacy to reroll.
No,
Oh, that
I'm about
is
to
a
bite
4.
myself.
As you bite, your reflection appears in front of you, and you feel yourself tear into your side as you take 2 points of damage, half of what you dealt to yourself. Of course, your IS still applies. Actually, no, it does not. Sorry, this is mental damage. That's right. IS doesn't apply. You take 2 mental damage. You're also a Starnum, so I think that's doubled, right? So I think it's back up to full damage. So you take 4 points of mental damage.
The way that you went about this was the funniest thing ever. Like, oh, but it's mental. Oh, and you're a stardom. Aw.
All right, so you just dealt 4 mental damage to yourself. You just feel yourself reel as you bite into yourself.
Ah.
Just brutal
That's my turn.
and rude.
That's your turn. Its turn. It stays fixated on Haruki.
That's wild.
1 second.
Oh, I love this
Haruki.
game.
It is going to. Oh, come on. There we go. Haruki. The chimes start chiming melodically all around you. That is a 4-2. You know what? I'm going to spend 2 to reroll that 2. I'm going to see if I can get double 4s with this.
Very
That's
smart.
a 1. Bummer. Okay. It did not succeed except against you. I need a challenge roll mind, please.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. Haruki. This is so Haruki falls asleep. Collapses to the ground. You gain the debilitated tag as you fall asleep from this music of the chiming. So tranquil. As it coils around Haruki.
No damage, though. Is that right, Paul?
No damage.
There was no damage?
You're just
Okay.
asleep.
I'm just sleeping. I'm snoozing.
Yeah.
How hard does Haruki look, for the record?
I mean, he's big gore.
Yeah, big old. Or no,
Not
he's no
anymore.
longer. Gore.
Not
He's
anymore.
straight back
Oh,
down.
No.
that's right.
Yeah.
So he's
He
probably
looks fairly beat up, but his rock armor absorbed quite a bit of it. It's pretty tough stuff. The rock sheath.
and I haven't been paying attention to that, so I don't know if it needs to be like restored or not. But I am going to make fire upon the hide of the thing coiled around Haruki.
Let's do it.
Come on.
That's a 4-2.
Yes.
Great. I'm going to roll my 1 remaining action dice. That's a 3. I will use its last primacy to bump that to a 4 as your fire roils around Kexyfess. How much damage do you do?
3.
All right, that's 6 damage to Kexyfess and mental damage. As you hit her reflection, I think she only has 2 IS left of the Frowl.
1.
1. All right, but you still have the Frowl form. You feel this burning anguish roil through your body, Kexyfess, as her image manifests in the reflection again.
If I may, I think
The
that
creature is now out of primacy, though.
the paper-ish appearance of this Frowl is now like there are holes starting to bore into it as the fire wicks away the words of Stilmanthagni that were forming it.
God, I feel like I should take mental damage for that.
Anything else, Lucknow?
I'm going to maintain all sight so I don't lose track of this thing if I
Perfect.
get right back around to it.
Ruki, you're asleep. We'll move on from you. Although I think it goes, debilitated goes away at the end of the round, right? Of his
Technically,
turn.
would go at the end of the creature's next turn, or if Haruki takes damage,
Yes.
or if there's a maintainability or a availability, it could be maintained. But otherwise, yes, you're right.
Kexyfess, we go directly to you, roiling in pain.
I think that there is a howl of anguish. And I think in that the mental pain, the sharp, jagged shards of memories that are lost, shards of things that I wanted to hold on to but can no longer grasp, like sand slipping through my fingers of trying to take a hold onto something that is no longer there. And I think that howl is turning into a sound like sonic attack against this thing.
Ooh, I like it.
Come on. 1-3, I'll bump the 3 to a 4.
To To a 4. It has no more action dice. Roll damage.
2.
2. Okay. Little fractures go through several of the glassy scales on it, almost like a mirror starting to crack as it continues to play its song around Haruki.
And I think I'll use the last action die to try and follow it up with a mental attack.
All right, let's go.
Of trying to snatch back what is mine, my reflection, my fucking memories, my buddy's awake clarity. That's a 4.
Yeah, love it. Go ahead and roll me damage.
It's Dave, all of your dice are coming to me. That's what's happening. All of these 4s.
Another 4. Lots of cracks move through it. It is haggard. Moves around the clanging, almost shattering sound of its chimes as it recoils from this blow, but it comes back to its turn. You are no longer dismissed because Haruki is asleep. And you just really pissed it off.
Good.
And it comes coming back at you. This time it goes around you, but it constricts.
Oh, no.
So this is going body. I have no more primacy, so let's see if I can't double for this for a real good victory, huh? Oh, that's 3-4. Too bad I don't have a primacy. It does succeed against you.
Okay.
For 2 points of damage. Do you have any armor outside of your persistent armor?
I do not. So
You do
that,
not.
like punching through paper mache.
Except constricted. You now have the constricted tag, I think, right? Constricted?
Yeah.
Is that right? Or no,
And
it's
I am
crushed.
shunted from my body, and I am stunned.
Yes. You are now out in your vulnerable sternum and wrapped. And all you see, Locknall, she's wrapped up there. In reality, you just see her like crumped together, just standing there, dazed. Locknall, you're up.
All right. Don't forget, though, Kexyfess, in your natural form, the physical damage
It's
is
half.
reduced. Yes.
Yes.
And I, seeing that, will do what I waited to do by keeping my all sight active, and I will erupt fire upon its flesh. That is a 3-1. I will use one of my remaining primacy to bump it to a 4.
Oh.
I get one roll here. How much damage?
1.
1. I'm sorry, that's a 4. Kexyfess materializes again for 2 more damage against Kexyfess. As your fire hits
4.
against. No, it was only 1 damage. So then 2 mental damage for you because it's doubled.
Oh, okay. Got it. Ow!
Well, I've got to go for broke, so I will try to erupt fire again with
It
my
doesn't have
other
any more
action.
action dice left, so you definitely can.
Come on.
That's a 2.
End it.
2
Reroll
primacy?
it.
Yeah, use all your primacy up.
Use it.
I am right
be a
there.
bad
It will
influence.
take all the rest of my primacy.
I'm the devil on your shoulder.
Fine. I'll do it. That's
Gamble.
another 2.
No!
Another 2. Oh, no. Rookie, you wake up.
I'm gonna stand up.
You
Is it
do
my
see-
turn?
Yeah, it's your turn. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, you're awake now. It's your turn. You see Kexy kind of like the Frau is gone, and she is her sternum. You don't know it's Kexy. You just know this is that person you can't remember who said they're your friend. A sternum. You don't remember their name, but they're like hugging themselves really hard. They're like all contorted and seemingly in pain.
But I know we're in a fight. I know we're in a battle. I remember everything that's happened in this room, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
All
I
right.
just remember
I'm just
hearing
going
this
to.
beautiful music, and then now you're here.
I'm going to pull myself to my feet, and I am going to do another piercing howl and try to invoke dismissed on Kexy.
Okay.
I'm going to use 2 dice to do this. 4-3. I would bump that to a 4-4. Should I have had any primacy, but I do not. But it's still a success.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dismiss on Kexyfess. Very good.
And then with my next action.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
With my second action, actually, I'm going to hold my die to see if I can assist somebody.
Okay.
Possibly.
Kexyfess is stunned. Kexyfess,
Yeah.
I did forget to tell you, you do take 1 point of damage at the end of the round from the crushed.
Okay. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yep. So you take one more.
And I can't half one.
Paul,
you can't have one. Yep. Yeah.
Great.
If I have the sense that they're being, I mean, there's no indication that they're being attacked by some. They're just kind of
Yeah,
flinching,
they're just all
right?
contorted and like grabbing a hold of each other. Yeah. I mean, you can hear her like, I'm sure she might be vocalizing. She might be like, she seems like she's in pain.
Yeah.
I'm going to, I guess with my other action, I'm going to go up and just try to like, no, you know what? I don't even know what I would do because I don't know anything's there. I don't have all sight, do I? All seeing? Do I have an all seeing thing?
Yeah. Unfortunately, neither people have the. You could try and like manifest alert for yourself.
My
Okay,
alert dropped, by the way.
Using
and
body.
that would allow me to
your
see
alert
them. That would allow me to see
Yeah,
these creatures.
it's what worked for Kexyfess. Yeah.
All right, shit. I'll give it a try.
Please.
Would you like a reprisal?
No. Stop it. Stop.
I've never rolled this many ones in any game ever.
That's pretty bad. No reprisal. You're good.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. But I did get the dismissed thing. All right, that's the end of my turn.
Its turn. It needs to make a mind check to stay on Kexyfess.
Yes.
That's a 3. It has no primacy to bump. Well, actually, that wouldn't have minded. It doesn't have mine. You see Kexyfess collapse to the ground as if she had been suspended there by something. Locknall, you see this thing move back over to Haruki. What do I want to
Fucking do it.
I want to do.
Do it.
It is going to use 1 action dice.
I'm here to take the pain, guys.
Opens up its hood, but the lights don't shimmer. And then with its second, it is it like swings its head around and the chimes kind of flail and there's discordant noise as it makes a song attempt against you, we'll call it. That's only a 2. You kind of hear this discordance, but it doesn't bother you as much, Haruki. And we now go to Locknall.
I'm not sure I can see this thing.
You have True Sight still, right?
You
No, I
dropped
didn't.
it. You went for
Oh, you
broke.
dropped it. Yeah, you're gonna have to find it again. Yeah.
All right. Except I have no primacy left.
None. I know.
Sorry,
I
buddy.
think
That's
everybody
Neither
is
do I.
empty on
Blame
primacy.
me.
I will try to
Blame
all
me.
side it. That's a 4.
That's a 4. You pick it up. It is now in the east wall, reflected.
I will target again the space where I know that it is actually inhabiting the location, and I will try to erupt fire upon it. That is double 4s.
I'm going to
I
use my
will.
last action dice to try and manifest a reflection of Kexy. No primacy. So if this is a 4, that critical is going against the reflection of Kexy.
Do it.
A 1.
Oh, yeah.
You hit it with the critical. 1 roll damage.
My natural high success. I am going to empower this attack as well for another +1. So
Okay.
it's going to be a +3
Let's do it.
on a 3. 6 points.
As you shoot fire, right? From your staff?
And I'm just erupting it on the
Erupting.
target
As
itself.
you erupt this fire, the image of Kexy appears, but it appears too late. It kind of appears after the eruption has taken place, and it shatters. Another trail of shimmering dust appears, kind of wrapped around Haruki on the ground. And combat ends.
I will rush to Haruki's collapsed as well.
No, I mean, Haruki is kind of standing
Conscious.
there.
Okay, then I will go
Yeah,
to
conscious,
Kexyfess,
howling.
and I'll try to Jello slap their form to consciousness.
Is it? Ooh. Wow.
I pull
Everyone
out the
okay?
I pull out the Sweehoo so you can use your voice if you want to.
Yeah, I'm just like saying this, just echoing in your brains. I'll dip
Go into the
it.
Sweehoo. Into the Sweehoo.
This place will kill us.
It's too late to leave it now. If it's going to kill us, it will kill us before we can leave. So we may as well go forward.
And in saying that, you hear an exhale. The north wall is no longer your reflection. That's you. The south wall was what you thought was you. But you're now in a large hallway leading in a single direction. And you can tell somewhere up ahead, it opens into a large cavity. You can sense it in the air around you.
First, do either of you need to heal?
I think I'll be okay.
I must. I'm going to try to heal myself.
Okay.
Do you, in this moment, want to try and repair Haruki's armor?
I am not successful.
I will try to make one attempt to add armor factor back to the stone armor.
Okay.
That is a 4-3.
4-3. Yes, so that adds 2 armor factor back on to the stone armor.
Ruki, are you injured bad? I can't tell. Looking at you, you're so...
I'll make it, but yes.
Here, I have 1 tincture left.
Can I also...
I take it.
Do what I did before. I'll put my body back in Locknall's hands and try and inhabit the same space as Ruki to try and heal him.
Go ahead and make a manifestation.
That is a 1-3. I will bump the 3 to a 4.
All right. Ruki, go ahead and heal him D4.
2.
Thank you.
And I'll hop back into the Sweehoo.
Well,
If you need a little bit more, the bag that I'm guessing probably Ruki's carrying at this point, because every time we get entangled into something, it falls down. I'll telekinesis the healing tincture. It's half. There's half of it left, so there's 2 uses out of 4. If you would like to use it, they are telekinetically putting it up to your mouth.
Thank you.
Open.
I'll just grab it out of the air.
Oh, okay. Okay. We're not there yet because you don't remember. Yeah, no, that's fair. Well, we'll work our way back up.
Sure.
Well, after all this, we'll sit down. I'll show you what I know. You'll show me what you know. We'll fill in the gaps of what we don't. It'll be fine.
drink your medicine. We have to go.
That too.
Ruki, are you using the tincture? Okay, go ahead and roll a d4 for me.
100%.
Both or one?
I've used both of them.
Both? Okay. So then 2d4, I think, is the healing, right?
Yeah, I'm back to a full with all that healing.
Perfect.
Thank you, guys.
Okay. Do you move onward?
Yes, expeditiously.
Okay.
You walk on. No more breaths. No more things moving in the mirror. This hallway stretches on for a while before it opens up into a large atrium-like space, round around the base, probably 100 some feet in any direction, and then tapering as it goes up, almost like a bulb of a plant. And at the very center, a glass bulb of a plant, maybe some 10 by 10 in size. Remember, the ground is black obsidian glass, and as you walk and there's these descriptions of this place and whatever, the words start to filter down and filter down and filter down until every word is just saying Ktyria, leading down into the atrium towards the center bulb. And you hear another breath in, and with it, you don't shift. But the bulb, just like the lake outside, begins to unfurl. Glassy petals peeling backwards. In this moment, as these are peeling back, Ruki, Keksy, Lucknall, your memories start to come back to you. The ones taken from you. They're still not quite yours, but you're in proximity to them. And you see a humanoid figure at the center of the flower unfolding, a woman's figure. But her skin is mirror glass over her entire body, except her hair, which is streams of red starnum light flowing down like a full head of hair. And she begins to rise from the blossom, stretching out 2 arms and then a third wrapping around from her back, stretching out. For a moment, from each of her fingertips, a burst of red energy light. She throws the hair over her right-hand shoulder to look behind her towards you. And this is when you realize there's a crack in the mirror where her right eye would, where the mirror surface of the head would be perfect. It is exposed, and there's pale white skin below the mirror surface, and an eye deeply crimson and glowing with a light and Kexyfess. All of this energy in her eyes, in the hair. This was Vernox. His form, repurposed. And then you hear one last exhale, long and haggard. This exhale is Stilmanthagni as he closes his final set of eyes. And you know that Stilmanthagni has let go. Even as he does, you all may gain 4 primacy. As you feel this last surge of his energy pushed into you. And as that last breath stops, somewhere deep under the glass, 3 more glowing eyes open on Ktyria's face. You can't see them, but you can see the light somehow making its way through the mirrored surface. You have made it. And she turns towards you. This moment has been a long time coming. I can see it now. You see in all the reflective surfaces in the area, memories of Stilmanthagni, of Vernox, some of your memories, all kind of being rewritten, possibilities, choices that had you guys made a different choice or Stilmanthagni made a different choice playing out. Possibility endless. But there's still more to be had here, isn't there? And the memories start to all focus on the Stilmanthagni reflecting back, opening his first eyes. And you realize Locknall, Ktyria is beginning to push in against the living memory of Nephis.
It doesn't have to be.
Doesn't have to be what?
I know what it's like to see power, to maybe have once yielded it, felt it, to want nothing more than to find it again, to go back, to make something of myself, reaching at every opportunity and every desire, not caring what happened to those along the way or what I had to do in order to get there. Trying to feel that power again.
You want to feel the power again. She moves her right hand. Kexyfess, I need you to make a challenge mind roll.
Four.
Kexyfess, as she moves her right hand, the energy flicks from her fingertips of her right hand, and mental energy comes from it towards you. This is heavily Vernox, and you push back against it, but you can sense in it all of that emotion and feeling you once had before you were diminished in Nuovarden, the temptation of it, the power. She offered it to you. You hold it back.
No.
Fearfully. She closes her hands, the light dims, the mental energy disappears.
I used to. I don't anymore. It costs too much. It will unwrite you.
It has made me here and now.
For you to become, but not in Stilmanthagni, not in that memory. You saw in Vernox, you have his memories. You saw what we were, the places we could go, the things that we saw, what could be achieved, what could be explored.
Yes, what can be achieved? You choose a slow path, Kexy.
She turns her glance over to Locknall.
Locknall. There's a name I knew about before you ever stepped foot here.
The things you're trying to do, the things you're trying to achieve do not belong to you.
No, I suppose they don't. As they don't belong to any of you either.
We do not own them. We exist within them.
She extends her left hand. Locknall, I need you to make a challenge lore check.
Two.
Locknall, she extends her left hand. You feel the sense of Stilmanthagni's energy, of lore in her left hand press against you, and you realize in this moment she has analyzed you and she knows you.
I want to attack her.
You want to attack her?
I want to use a form of accuse that I'm not using accuse to do mental damage. I want to try to block, to interfere with her memory, with her effort to access memories and to get in to Nephis. And my goal is to afflict her.
Let's do it.
I open my first eyes, if I can, and can I use field notes for this?
Use field note. I don't think you could use field, like not at a decreased difficulty. Yeah, I think it would be a more like an accuse attack.
Okay. All right. That's a 3/4. I'm going to use one of those gifted dealy bobs to do 4/4 to she gets a challenge.
I'm gonna waive the challenge. Actually, on a high success, I'm gonna give it to you.
Okay, I want her to be afflicted, so that's going to mechanically reduce her dice cash. And I would also like to add a confusion kind of effect with my high success on that.
Yeah, I will say that the confusion is the blocking, a successful blocking of her pressing in upon Nephis' memory. Okay. You have essentially taken the place of Stilmanthagni. And as you do that, all of her eyes lock onto you. The Selku and Selkie. You don't want me in there. You don't want me to access my full potential. She seems very pissed.
Yeah.
The third arm over her shoulder rises up, snaps its fingers. She steps down, but as she steps down, we'll say, Haruki, you're pretty perceptive. I mean, you weren't in the last battle, but, generally speaking, you're pretty perceptive. She steps down off of this sort of lotus throne towards you. Haruki, you notice one of her reflections in the wall is still standing on the lotus. There's many reflections of her, all moving, but one stays still. I do not like that, Lochnaw. Open the doorway now.
Ktyria, I don't think you understand.
Oh, I understand everything about Starnum.
Then you know what we have to do if you don't agree to stop. You know what promises are. You know the weight and importance we have felt when we told Stilmanthagni that we wouldn't let you get to Nephis. You felt fear and grief. Fear was the first thing you felt.
And power. And
it's
the
lonely.
Joy in discovering, so many new things. And with power, like Vanox, comes many, many things. But I won't repeat his folly. I am his folly. And there is much to be grabbed here.
You are not a mistake.
No. I am a continuation of something grand.
And if you want to continue to live, do it elsewhere.
Yes, eventually elsewhere.
That is not what I'm saying, and you know that. You want to live.
Open the door.
Haruki.
No.
Please say something.
She lets out a shriek like a 2-year-old child throwing a temper tantrum. It reverberates through the room. The glass shudders. A couple areas even crack. And that's where we'll end tonight's episode before our finale.
Hell yeah. What a session.
Oh my God.
Bravo, you guys.
I wasn't even able to take any notes.
Well, luckily this game is recorded. It will be available VOD here on Twitch, and also will be uploaded to our YouTube channel where people can go check out this and all of the episodes that led to this. Nice job, you guys. That was crazy.
Amazing.
That reflection fight was insane.
It was so cool.
Wild.
Yeah. I loved how they were able to like place us in between the attacks and to like take the damage for them. That was great.
Yeah.
I did nothing in that except get injured. That was great. I loved it.
Oh, your dice were
so many ones.
Yeah, your dice were not nice. Not nice at all.
Me the force,
I enjoyed it. It was great. All right, well, let's go around the table and say some goodbyes and plug some stuff because I know there's lots of things to plug. Ty, let's start with you on the way out here.
Hey, everybody. Dungeon Mr. Ty, you probably know who I am. I am the owner of Adventure Sling Productions, creator of this game, Nuovarden. Let's see what the cover looks like.
Is this the one?
Oh, that looks like mine. Yeah, that is that one.
Is it that one?
Yeah,
I'm part of the
That's so
club.
crazy.
Oh,
Yay.
That's so wild.
This setting where we are experiencing this incredible, Paul, just major kudos to you, man. This is just out of the park, into the stratosphere. I am doing, various things. Podcasts are one of them. So you can check those out at adventuresling.com. You can see all the other stuff going on over there, the calendar of events. Sign up for the mailing list. I don't send a lot of letters out. I send out updates when I have them, and they're usually pretty exciting. So please check that out. And I will be around on other actual plays doing various things, not only in Nuovarden, but Nuovarden's part of that mix in there somewhere. And that's it for now. I am Locknall in a lockdown with the final boss, sort of Jedi to Jedi. So interested to see where that goes from here. So back to you, Dave, or maybe I can popcorn it over to Rachel.
Yeah, great.
It's now dawning on me as to why this is such a tragedy, because there's so unnecessary. Why are there so many deaths? It doesn't have to be this way, Ktyria. Anyways, hi. I'm Rachel, also known as Ktyria. I play Kexyfess, who is going through a crisis and is trying to keep a smile on and keep things light and upbeat, and it's not working. It's not working. It's slowly crumbling. Hold on to hope. Come back next week. Next week's the finale. You want to know how this ends? I want to know how this ends. I wish we could figure out how it ended right now, because I'm going to be thinking about it for the next a week plus, maybe more. I don't know. Time is a weird soup. That's me. Come back. Thanks for being here. Bye.
Amazing. All right, let's kick it over to Paul. Paul, thank you so much for what a great session. As I mentioned in our chat, the descriptions that you are throwing at us of this world are unrivaled. Just insane, great descriptions. It's so vivid, at least in my mind. So thank you.
Thank you. No, in my mind too, I've just been sitting on all this stuff. So it's so fun to finally like bring it out of my mind and have you guys experience it. I mean, I think that's the magic of this space that you've created, Dave, of this game that Ty has done, and just of TTRPGs in general, of just bringing all of these people together, and you guys bring this whole life as you interact with it. And so I just, this is why I love freaking doing this stuff, because it's better than reading a book. It's like living. It's like living the story, and I just love that. So, Paul Angelo, author of House of Eidolons. We won't go. You see the links on there. You can go check it out. You can back us and help support. I'll probably do some more cyberpunk goodness on this channel at some point. Right now, I'm just loving Nuovarden and Ktyria is birthed, and we are in a pivotal moment, and it is going to be real fun next session as our brave adventurers, half haggard from the battle with the two serpentine creatures, have to take on now the big baddie in the final moments to try and drive her out of this space. Yeah.
God.
I am so excited for next week's session, but also like bitter pill to swallow because it means that this story, at least, this narrative comes to a close, and this has been so much fun, Paul. And I know you've put a ton of work into this story, as have our cast, but as all of us who run games as GMs or seers or what have you, we know what that takes, and you've done just a smash up job. I can't wait to talk more about this in weeks to come, because this is one of those games that never really leaves you. There are some of those games that you've played in. This is one of those. So thank you for that very, very much. My name is Dungeon Dave. I get to play games, produce games, and run games here on Guild Superior, and it is a goddamn honor to do so. I get to surround myself with amazing people, and I feel very privileged and lucky to be able to do that. So thank you all for joining us as well. There's a couple other things I want to make people aware of, is that we do have a week of finales coming up, which is going to be insane. This Saturday, we kick it off with Dying Dreams as GM Shiv comes back to take us back to the world of Penburrow for part 3 of our three-shot. That is both a tragic, dark, and despicable in many, many ways, and a great story as well. And then we'll be back here next Tuesday for the finale to our Call of Cthulhu game with Dungeon Mr. Ty as our keeper for that, as well as an amazing cast for that game as well. And then back here Thursday for Nuovarden with things in the works for the future, including some Age of Worms. We're going back to Greyhawk in June as part of our Summer of Siege, and then Jose Ortiz is coming back in July to take us back to Faerun with some more adventures in the Dale Lands and other projects in the works. Thank you all for hanging out with us. If you stick around for just another couple of minutes, we're going to raid into somebody. I will figure that out. And Ty, I wanted to double check with you if you could give us an update on the Crit Awards. I'm going to look for that link because I think you know the most about how that is playing out right now. So that'd be great.
I wish I understood it a little bit better, because they created 2 forms this year. And so Crit Award nominations are open right now. If you go to their LinkedIn, there's one link to one award, and it only has 3 categories, and they all have to do with like charity involvement and things like that. And then there's another one that they posted on the Discord that has all the categories in it.
Okay.
And there's some wording that says it's for the creators to submit their material, and some wording that says it's nominations in the categories. So it's a little confusing. I don't know if everything that gets submitted for nominations will come out in a vote on this format.
Okay.
Or if that is, so it's a little bit, I'm a little bit uncertain. And I know that they weren't here.
Yeah. We'll try to get some clarification on that for next time we try to plug this. But I don't know if the link works that I just put in the chat. So if you want to go over to the Crit Awards /TTRPG/community, I think that takes you to the community awards. And I don't know if that's the same one that you're talking about, but it has a couple of different categories. It only has like 3 or 4 categories in it, but that's the one that we have for community nominations. So if you're feeling like you've got a favorite community out there that's doing great work in this space, please, go over there and give them a shout out and do a nomination for them, because there's a lot of great things happening in this space right now. It's a ridiculously creative moment in TTRPGs, and this is a great opportunity to give some accolades where they are due. So with that said, we are going to raid into somebody. Stick around for just another minute, and we'll see you on Saturday, hopefully, for Dying Dreams with GM Shiv and the gang. Take it easy, everybody.